'Cause this is how we do it. It's 1:05 on Friday afternoon, September 12th, 20 and the 25. Just checking in here. Quick update before the weekend and where we're at. We are on the year up 567. Come on. And that's 33.3%. So that's very nice. And this year, counted it up, made a little note. I have taken $895,000 from this account. Hello. And we're still way above where we started, which was recorded here live on the YouTube, probably in early 2023. Wow. Started with the proceeds from an apartment complex sale. It was like one point, and I paid the taxes on it. It was an over $400,000 tax bill. A smart person would have probably 1031 exchanged it, but 25 years of real estate was just about enough. We do still have a couple of rentals, but that's it. So where does that leave me? I had a 1.65, I think, either 1.6 or 1.65 million net proceeds after paying the tax bill that I opened up this account with and took that all the way up to 3 and then started taking money out and just funneling it into other accounts I just didn't need, and I still don't need this much money in this Robinhood account. So I'm going to be looking for things to do with it. But I'm very proud. I'm very proud of the fact that I've been trading now 1, 2, 2.5, 2 3/4 years, and the last 4 months in futures. Doesn't mean options and leaps and swing trading is over for me. It does not at all, but I'm just really focusing on futures right now because it's just a big tool in the tool belt. I think that'll be coming in handy over the next several years of trading. So that's what's going on. Thanks for joining me here. Let's see what went on. Let me see. Hold on. We got to pause this 1 second. Okay, we're back. Quick recap on the week. I paused just because I wanted to block out the weekly total and then reveal that in a very dramatic way. So we started off Monday with 2 for 2 on trades. One was in silver, one was in S&P for a daily profit of 54.16. And then on Tuesday, we broke a pretty long streak of green trades. I think I had counted 29 or so. Where was the last red? There it is. So I don't know, 29, 30 consecutive trades in a row before we did take a loss on Tuesday. 25.75 came back with a short on gold and a short on the S&P and ended the day green at 21.17. Wednesday we went long on silver and made 14.21. Long on S&P 24.84 for a daily total of 39.05. And then yesterday, which was Thursday, we went long silver, made 29.45, and then went long gold for 23.74 and a total of 53.19. Then I did put a silver trade on when the evening session opened yesterday. And then I just I was going over to Kevin and Holly's, me and Stacy, to watch the Packers game and put in a stop loss, and I put in a limit profit, which I thought was kind of extreme. And then lo and behold, it hit. So I was covered though. I like to tell my wife, I had the trade surrounded. I had my stop loss in place and I had my take profit limit order set up as well. So one or the other was happening. And it turned out we got a little baby lotto on that. We were long 4 contracts at 41.08 on silver, and then the take profit hit at 42.58, and it's still going higher. So, but no FOMO here. $9,992 was the net on that. Then I just took a little baby short on the S&P and put $493 into the skinny jeans. So that gave us, for the week, we were, as far as trades are concerned, we were 10 out of 11. Hey, pretty good. And then as far as the daily and the weekly dollar figures, we are at, so for today, 10,485. That's a big day. and the weekly ended up racking up to $27,242. And I'm very excited about that because that's 3 strong weeks in a row where I felt I was actually trading my plan without very much deviation whatsoever. So let's see, we did 27,242. Last week was 17,612. And then the week before was 21,427. So 3 for 3 on the last 3 weeks of trading, as far as feeling like I'm establishing some sort of basis for a trading plan, but I will continue to work on that. And of course, the market will then throw some cold water on you, slap you around a little bit, give you a wedgie, probably a swirly, and then send you back on your way to hopefully lick your wounds and learn from those mistakes. So today in the funded account, I just had one trade, and we made 355.40 on that. And what are we doing? Checking out some investing books here. I was listening to an interview with Van Thorpe. He is on one of my current favorite books, which is Market Wizards. I've got the audio version, and I'm on my second pass with the original Market Wizards book, and I've read 2 others as well. So love those interviews. They just get me all excited. So looking at some books there, went through the options trade. Let's just see what the charts are looking like. Oh, already making your way up, huh? So I did put a target in here. Do we have a current like little baby double top, get a little pullback and then up to the target? Who knows? But depending on how this market closes today, it could hit the target today before we even end the session. Silver right now, the only thing that really matters is this that I've had on here for months and I've shared with you many, many, many times. And look what it's done. It's making its way up to that target of 44. And that's just a near-term target. I think 50 is still going to be on the table before this silver bull runs out of gas. And then over here on gold, this ascending wedge is just playing out perfectly right now. Do we see a little bit of a pullback next week? Could be. Could blow right out of here. I think 4,000 is in the cards for gold this year. So I will be looking for that and then looking for opportunities, because what I did on silver is I missed my opportunity for this latest big run, because I did have 2 fairly large leaps orders on the table while we were on vacation in Hilton Head. And I missed by literally a couple of ticks of getting those filled. But again, no FOMO. It just, it is what it is. Learn from your mistakes. As they say in the trading business, don't be a dick for a tick. I don't like saying that, but it's true because I've done it several times. And then the S&P, this is what I was looking at today. When we got up into these highs, I'm like, let's just try a little short. Then I was like, man, there's still such a trending bull market. Let me just take my $500 and run. So I was thinking this could hit 66 before the day is over. But then also the fear is the profit taking going into a weekend after closing at all-time highs, which it looks like it's going to do again today. So what I was looking for intraday was a pullback where there's a strong support like between 82 and 80. So I was looking for that pullback, never did get it. So I've basically stayed out of it since, just waiting for the right opportunity. Since I already had that big silver trade on the board, I didn't need to press my luck. No whammy, no whammy, no whammy. If you know that reference, then you're 1, pretty cool, and 2, probably also pretty old. So, and I also think I told you the other day something that I was off by a week. We are not going to Kristen and Brian's lake house this weekend. That's next weekend. We are going glamping. We're going glamping up in South Haven, Michigan for the weekend with Jeff and Casey. We're staying in some private yurt where we each have our own yurt, and I don't know. We'll see. I think it's an excuse just to drink wine and go wine tasting, have some fine meals. So that's what'll be going on this weekend. So hope you have a wonderful weekend plan. Hope your trading went extremely well this week. If you watch those Packers, give me a thumbs up and tell me how good they look. They didn't look great, but they definitely handled their business yesterday against a formidable Washington Commanders team. So excited about everything going on. Thanks for tuning in. Like, subscribe, comment, share this video and this channel with a lovable friend, and I will see you in the next video.